With anything that you may want to accomplish in life, a natural starting point is trying to figure out how you might go about doing it. And when it comes to a topic as important as managing your own money, there is an overwhelming amount of information out there. This can make it very difficult to determine where to start, and cutting through the noise can be such a stressful process that you may not even get started at all. It's probably safe to assume that nearly every person wants to feel empowered with their money, yet it seems like so few actually manifest that into reality. Today we're going to answer the question, if you only could read one book about money, what would it be? This is another installment of our book review series where you'll learn 7 insightful lessons from some of the world's most impactful books. And today we're taking a look at George Clason's The Richest Man in Babylon. Could this be the only book on personal finance that somebody would ever need to read to be successful in managing their own money? Lesson 1. Income is the driving force of your wealth building system. George Clason writes, "I tell you, my students, a man's wealth is not in the coins he carries in his purse. It is the income he buildeth, the golden stream that continually floweth into his purse and keepeth it always bulging. That is what every man desireth. That is what thou, each one of thee, desireth, an income that continueth to come whether thou work or travel." Without income, none of the other components of personal finance, such as saving or investing, can even come into the picture. You need income flowing into the system to set everything else into motion. And while things like managing your expenses and trying to save a lot of money and stack away investments are certainly important pieces of the equation, income is so important and it's so often overlooked. There is a limit to how much somebody can cut back their expenses and how much they can save based on their current income. But there is no limit to how much income can be earned. Not only is the amount one can earn limitless, the available money supply out there to earn from is constantly expanding as well. And your perspective on income ties in a lot to having an abundant mindset versus one of scarcity. You want to hold the belief that you have within yourself a unique value that you can share to the world, and in doing so, you can generate income from it. And with that belief, you can also trust that you'll always be able to go and pull more money out of the economy and into your personal finance system. So now that we have determined income is incredibly important, how do we go about earning more of it? Lesson 2. First you learn, then you earn. Clason writes, "The more of wisdom we know, the more we may earn. The man who seeks to learn more of his craft shall be richly rewarded. If he is an artisan, he may seek to learn the methods and the tools of those most skillful in the same line. If he laboreth at the law or at healing, he may consult or exchange knowledge with others of his calling. If he be a merchant, he may continually seek better goods that can be purchased at lowered prices. Always do the affairs of man change and improve, because keen-minded men seek greater skill that they may better serve those upon whose patronage they depend." This aligns with a speech that I listened to from a man named Stuart Wilde. Stuart Wilde explains that the only way to get money is from other people. And the only way that other people will want to give you your money is if you provide value to them in exchange for it. So following that train of thinking, being able to provide value needs to be one of the key focuses in your goal of earning more money. And the way that you provide more value is by having a skill or a set of knowledge that you can package into a service or a product. So therefore, whatever your mission is, whatever your calling, your career path, educating yourself will enable you to be better at it and to make a bigger impact for people, and they'll want to pay you more because you're making a greater difference for them. Now that we've determined that it's important to learn more in order to earn more, where should you be seeking out this information? Lesson 3 is to learn only from those who have the results that you want and that are skilled in the specific area you're trying to learn in. Clason writes, "Every fool must learn," he growled, "but why trust the knowledge of a brickmaker about jewels? Would you go to the bread maker to inquire about the stars? No, by my tunic, you would go to the astrologer if you had power to think. Advice is one thing that is freely given away, but watch that you take only what is worth having. He who takes advice about his savings from one who is inexperienced in such matters shall pay with his savings for providing the falsity of their opinions." I think this is a pretty logical lesson to understand, that if you wanted to take fitness advice, you'd do it from somebody who was in the physical shape that you were trying to achieve. If you wanted to develop your skills in a certain sport, you'd want to learn from the best athletes in that particular sport. Even though this is such a logical lesson, it's so often that we tend to take advice from anybody willing to give it to us. Our parents may share their opinions on what it is that we have going on or what we're trying to achieve. Extended family, friends, teachers, neighbors, you name it. Everybody is willing to give their 2 cents when you have something that you are working on. But it's important to audit where you're getting the advice from, where you're taking in your information from, and ask yourself if those people have the results that you're looking for. This lesson also mirrors a lot that we've uncovered from other book reviews in this series, that you want to seek out timeless wisdom from the best of the best. Because when somebody has reached the highest levels of success, and they have distilled the strategies that have gotten them there, and those strategies prove relevant over multiple periods of time, you know that you're starting with the best information possible in helping you achieve your goal. So in addition to learning, what else can you do to help your income grow? Lesson 4. Money is attracted to those who prove to the universe that they are capable of managing it wisely. Clason writes, "Any man who will put by 1/10 of his earnings consistently and invest it wisely will surely create a valuable estate that will provide an income for him in the future and further guarantee safety for his family in case the gods call him to the world of darkness. This law always saith that gold cometh gladly to such a man. I can truly certify this in my own life. The more gold I accumulate, the more readily it comes to me and in increased quantities." There is a belief in personal finance that how you treat money is you indicating to the universe how you feel about money. And along this train of thought, if every time somebody gets money, they just get rid of it, they squander it and spend it and manage it in a careless manner, then that could be indicating in a way that they don't like money, that they want to get rid of money and to keep it away from them. On the other hand, somebody who welcomes in money, who wants to keep it around them and to put it to good use and invest it and multiply it and grow it, is signaling to the universe that they like money, that they appreciate money, that they are good stewards of wealth, and therefore the belief is that the universe then will give them more to manage. And taking a less esoteric, maybe a less whimsical approach, as you learn to manage your money more wisely, you'll tend to keep more of it. You'll tend to multiply more of it. You'll experience the benefits of compounded interest, meaning that your wealth will grow not only in size, but it will grow at a faster and faster pace as time goes on. And as you start to find more success and to build more wealth, other people will notice that. They will pick up on that, and that will naturally attract them to you and to your business, thus giving you the opportunity to generate more income and build more wealth. So now that we've determined that managing your money wisely is important, what's the first step in achieving that? Lesson 5, pay yourself first. Clason writes, I found the road to wealth when I decided that a part of all I earned was mine to keep. Now, this lesson is certainly not new. I'm sure you've likely heard the phrase, pay yourself first or save 10% of your income dozens of times at least. But it really is the important next step. As you're building your income up, it's important to save an ever-increasing portion of that income. This is obviously important for the fact that what you can save from your income is what you have to go and invest with. But in a simpler way, I often like to view that saving money is giving yourself options. You have the ability to act from a state of abundance rather than one of scarcity when you have a high degree of liquidity. You give yourself the freedom to make decisions based on what you want to do, not just on what you have to do. And it can help give you more emotional stability where you're not constantly stressed and worried. And there's something very rewarding about watching your savings grow over time. And it's not for the intention of just building up the money for the sake of having it and being able to look at it within a bank account. You know that it's going to help you achieve your long-term goals. It's going to enable you to live the lifestyle you desire with your loved ones. So once savings start to grow, what are you supposed to do with it? Lesson 6 is to invest your savings to enable your money to start growing and earning for you. Clason writes, "Every gold piece you save is a worker to work for you. Every copper it earns is its child that also can earn for you. If you would become wealthy, then what you save must earn and its children must earn, that all may help to give you the abundance you crave." The beautiful thing about investing and having your existing money grow and earn you more money is that it helps you make the shift from a person who only earns when they're working to somebody who earns all the time, even when they're not working. This, of course, aligns with the age-old conversation about trading time for money. Obviously, if you only earn money for the hours that you clock in at a particular job, then there is a natural limit to how much you can earn because nobody can or wants to be working every hour of the day. And even if they were willing to do that, there are a finite number of hours in each day. So putting your money to work for you enables you to be earning regardless of what it is that you are doing during the time that that investment income is being earned. Then you don't have to rely completely on getting up and going to work in order to generate the income you need to fund your lifestyle. Lesson 7, the best time to get started is today. Clason writes, "To take his first start to building an estate is as good luck as can come to any man. With all men, that first step, which changes them from men who earn from their own labor to men who draw dividends from the earnings of their gold, is important." One of the biggest factors in building wealth is time. It takes time to provide value to people so that you can earn money. As you're putting aside a portion of what you're earning, it takes time for those savings to build. And with what you're investing, it takes time for those investments to grow and to compound to a point where they earn a substantial amount of money. Regardless of what age you are, the sooner you begin, the sooner you can start to experience the benefits of managing money wisely. It's all about taking small steps consistently over a long period of time. So don't look at this process as being something overwhelming or stressful. Look at it from an empowering standpoint that you get to wake up every day and take a few small manageable steps on a regular basis, and that if you trust the process over a long enough period of time, you will get to a standpoint where you feel like you are flowing super effortlessly in terms of your money, where you have tons of options and the freedom to live the lifestyle that you and your family members want. Now that we've discussed the 7 lessons from George Clason's The Richest Man in Babylon, let's revisit the question from the start of the video. Could this be the only book someone might ever need to learn about managing their own personal finances? My personal vote is yes. I have actually recommended this book to multiple people within my life. I really think it covers the basis of all of the fundamental aspects of it. Now, it doesn't get into specifics such as what income streams are best or what investment vehicles are best, but in terms of understanding the philosophy of money, the core nature of wealth building, I absolutely think that this book knocks it out of the park. Not to mention that it's like roughly 100 pages, it reads like a story, and it's very approachable as far as personal finance books go. If you've read this book, or if you go on to read this book, I'd love to know what you think. And if you have any follow-up questions, please leave those in the comments down below. Thanks so much as always for watching. It's greatly appreciated, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.